I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy.
Welcome all, this is the Australian Indie Wrestling Podcast, fellow wrestlers, trainers, event support staff, friends, foes, and everyone in between. If you have an issue, if you have something to say, reach out to the Don and he might tell you off for throwing beach balls around at his event. The Don, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. It's funny you say about the beach balls. We saw a couple, one or two, floating around the WWE event when they came to Perth.
There's a few each night.
Yeah, and then they got popped, and I saw security take a guy away, and yeah, it's interesting the response to a beach ball. I always thought it was
shift, mate. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, geez, yeah. I always thought beach balls were a sign of people having fun before a show.
Yeah. And during, and like, just free spirit, batting the beach balls around,
Yeah.
The security doesn't like it. Shirley Manson doesn't like it. And the Don, do you approve?
I don't care. People paid their ticket. I guess really they can do what they want as long as they're not harming anyone. And I don't see how a beach ball harms someone.
So EPW, Don versus Storm, that big weekend, and people batting around beach balls as you fight through the crowd.
I probably wouldn't notice. I'm not going to lie to you.
There you go.
Focused on what I was doing and just...
So if you're doing your job, you don't notice.
Yeah, that's... Well, yeah, I guess. Like, if you're there to do a job and do what you're supposed to do, and if you're so concerned about people throwing around beach balls, maybe you should be concentrating on your craft.
Well, there you go. Take that, Shirley Manson of garbage. Speaking of getting on the job and getting the call up, you were at Dude, Where's My Ring Friday night?
Yeah. I was planning to go just to second my homie Chris Target, but then they said, there's a chance they might be late out, so could you bring your gear? And I was like, hell yeah, I'll bring my gear. And the only reason originally with Dude, they go, well, this is our next date, who's available? And I was like, I'll get back to that because I need to make sure I'm free on that weekend. And then life sort of got in the way, and then they had a card out. And I was like, I guess I should have done it earlier and actually responded. So that was on me. But yeah, no, called me up, said, hey, we might need you. It was good, though. The person who I might have been replacing was all gravy, got to have their match and have a good time. And yeah, I had a great night. Dude shows are great fun. It was a great crowd, heaps of people. George, the killer was George versus Slate. I've always rated George's work, but this was like next level for him, fighting from underneath, being the underdog in a long drawn out match against the guy who's much bigger and much stronger than him, but still putting in a great fight and just doing some crazy things. And there's some Georgeisms in there. And if you've ever watched the great George wrestle, you know what a Georgeism is, because he's just got a certain style that's not replicable, I don't think, and it's very unique and makes for really entertaining stuff. So that was a great match in itself. The rest of the card was still pretty packed as well. Buster Rust and Papa Germ versus Jay Taylor and Aaron O'Malley. Looks like O'Malley and Taylor are doing a bit of a tag team thing, and they both match well because they're both kind of ginger, but their characters do mesh well together. A bit of arrogance, a bit of I'm better than everyone else, so they seem to go well. And Papa Germ and Buster Rust doing the Knights of Nicotine gimmick, having a good time, having some fun, entertaining the fans. Then you had this is not in order, by the way. This is completely out of order. I don't know when the matches came on. I was having too much fun.
This is in order of memory.
Yes. In order of my memory. Chris Target and Axton went 1-on-1. I was out there for that to support the DNT crew out there with Stella Nix, and Axton's just a behemoth of a human being. He's just a great big giant man that beats the shit out of people. So
you're just rocking up to your tag team partners' single matches now and accompanying him to the ring.
Yeah.
Is he cool with that, or are you just fucking doing it? What's going on there?
Oh no, let's say we're a team, man. If ever the team's available, it's good to have the team about. Like if
you sound like my younger brother playing PlayStation.
You're just here for the team. But yeah, no, it's good. He's very cool with it. The same as if I was having a singles match, I'd want to have the homies out there with me, Stella and Target. So yeah, it was good fun. Got to have a bit of a fuck around at the start, which was cool. And then they got into it, throwing hammers and throwing each other about the place. Earlier in the night, actually, Felix Young took on Faisal Ali. And Faisal's always a good watch. He's very quick. He's very agile. Working with someone like Felix, who's very knowledgeable in the business. But then after that, Axton decided he was going to come out and beat up Faisal because I think the last time they met, Faisal knocked him out or got the win over him. I forget. It's been a minute since the last show.
I think last time, was I at the last show? Because this sounds all reminiscent.
Might have been.
You
Might have been
know,
around the weekend, yeah.
Faisal got the win over Axton, and Axton was none too pleased. You know, Axton being a big fellow, Faisal being a bit of a, you know, let's just say underdog competitor.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, it was sort of like a bit upset. So he carried that through, did he? And was still a bit upset.
Came out and beat up Faisal. And then after the Target versus Axton match, Faisal was like, nah, I'm not taking that shit, big man. Came out to attack him, but it didn't work out so well. Got choked out. So that looks like it's going to blow up. Shit is about to go down. Then we also had...
what would you reckon is going to happen the third time? You got like beaten down the first time. You got choked out the second time. Come on, Faisal. Fucking do the math, my friend.
Maybe he just needs to add some blades to his kicks. You know what I mean? Just put some knives in his shoes, and then just kick the shit out of him.
Jesus,
that'll do it.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. I was thinking maybe take on another competitor, but you know, blades, of course, on blades.
Faisal's not about that shit. He's not taking it. He's not having some big dude throw him around and shit and just be like, "Oh, that's cool. I'm walking away." Faisal's a mad cunt.
Fair enough.
Also at the Great George's Christmas Carol, we saw Robbie Hart versus Lucas Fantasia. I didn't catch much of that, unfortunately, but I'm sure it was a killer. And then Elijah Henry versus James Hartness. They've had a bit of a beef lately. So James Hartness is looking to teach young blood some manners, but Elijah Henry's got some tricks up his sleeve and jump-started the match and did all the incorrect things and all the nastiness that they seem to have got him over the line.
I tell you, why would you want to learn some manners from your elder statesman in this day and age?
Is that what the cool kids do? The cool kids go, "Nah, I'm doing what I want.
I fucking got this. Hey, I don't want to hear it."
Yeah, and then when they get disrespected by someone younger, they're like, "What? How are you gonna do that to me? Because then you become the old man.
You turn into the old man.
Yeah, not the upstart anymore. You're the thing that everyone fights against, and even though you think you're still one of the cool kids, you're just one of the old guys.
Well, speaking of not the upstarts anymore, you saw Explosive Pro Wrestling documentary on the weekend as well, part of your wrestling weekend extravaganza.
Yeah, that's right. On Friday, I had to drive down to Fremantle, which not on Friday, on Sunday, I had to drive down to Fremantle, which is always a laborious task, but it was well worth it. Mr. Media Creative has been filming they finished filming a while ago, but for the last 18 months, they've
Just say that again. Who was it? Mr. Media Creative. Is that the creator? Is that the guy who made this? Yeah.
The documentary filmmaker.
Let's get his name out there, brother.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I said. Mr. Media Creative. I like it. I like it.
Yep.
And he followed a few wrestlers around, namely referee Tyler Sparks, and his journey, he was going from being a referee to a wrestler, made a 6-part documentary about it.
Wait, people might hear that and think referee or fucking referee, but what you actually getting 3 matches, or instead of just one if you follow a wrestler around, so it's a bit more intrusive that way.
Yes, well, that, and it's sort of his journey. We only saw, it's a 6-part documentary, which is coming out on Patreon.
6 parts.
Spark of a Dream on Patreon, if you want to check it out. It releases in February. And what we got to see was episodes 1 and 4, which basically the first one highlighted one of the EPW shows where Tyler Sparks is a referee. He's actually a trainee who wants to become a wrestler, but has taken the path at this point while he's training to become a referee, and referees. He's a very good referee, and he's done so many matches. It's not funny, and it's a really good way to experience what happens in a ring without being the competitors, which is helpful for your journey to become a wrestler as well. So episode 1, like I say, covers a show at EPW, which was, I believe, Game Over Night 2, which was when the tail end of a EPW camp, which had guys from interstate come over. It was a 2-night event, which guys came and trained at the camp and then had a match the Friday and the Saturday, and focused mainly
on episode 3 and 4 about, man. Like, what are episode 2, 3, and 4 about? What are the other episodes about?
It just follows more again on Tyler Sparks' wrestling journey, if that makes sense. I can't remember exactly what, because they didn't explain everything. They did have a synopsis up at the end, but with 6 episodes, I don't remember every little thing. But it continues over 365 days of Tyler Sparks learning and building his craft, getting ready to be a wrestler, but also goes in depth and speaks about, like, to say, the main event of Game Over was Jordan Bishop versus Ryan Rivers in a pool hall brawl. And it follows those guys as well, building up to that match, including parts of the match, and then speaking to them after, speaking to Tyler Sparks because he was a referee for that match and how things went for him. There was a new Pride Championship title belt introduced that night as well at the end of that match. So a lot of holistic look at wrestling, not just his experience, but it all ties in and tells the story of him. He said after the first episode, he's like, I got 365 days. I want to make my debut as a wrestler. And then again, it follows his journey through that. Then episode 4 was focused mainly, it did touch a little bit on SCW match happening there, but the main focus was FN Carnage's retirement match and what that meant to wrestling in Perth, as well as to the people around it, which was really visually well done, and in true documentary style, introduces characters and tells the story, and while being episodic and telling Tyler Sparks' story through it, it also told stories that happened individually. So imagine that follows across all 6 of the documentary episodes. Very interested to check it out. Like I said, they will have a Patreon coming on in February. I'll bring more details to that when I get more details. But yeah, The Spark of a Dream on Patreon. And it's going to be well worth a watch. And then also showed us the Femme Fatales, which is a documentary he's putting out across in as many film festivals as he can, which talks about women's wrestling in Perth, focusing on people like Michelle K. Hasluck, who's been a long time female wrestler and taken herself around the country, and her story in wrestling, as well as a highlight on Roxy Riot, who passed away last year due to some medical issues, not related to wrestling, but a bit about her path and career as a female wrestler, as well as talking about highlighted feud between Layla Divine and Harley Hyde, their match they had at SCW, and talking about women's wrestling and how it all works and stuff, as well as Chili, who was doing more behind the scenes and becoming a wrestler in Perth. So it was not a long night, but it was like the documentary and then the 2 episodes. It was a packed evening. A lot of people I saw there. Was really good to see people to do with the filmmaking, as well as people in the documentary, and it was interesting night. And I won myself a case of Brucha Libre TMDK Young Punks beer on the raffle, so that was cool. I don't drink much beer, but I'll give it a crack for this in particular. So
you should drink one on the show next week, hey, after Reawakening, and see give us your review.
That's cool. Yeah, I will. I'll give it a full review and let you know what I think. I'm not a beer connoisseur. I'm just a layman as far as drinking goes. So
Just a man in his shed having a titty. So let's get through it.
That's it. That's it. But yeah, no, it was great. It's good to see this sort of stuff being highlighted. Hopefully, it gets more interest in all aspects of pro wrestling in Perth, as well as wrestling in Australia.
During the week, we got a question through the Facebook from Andrew Edmonds, and he asks, "Hey guys, great work with the page. This may be a bit of an odd question, but I'm hoping you might have some idea. I'm looking at the AEW show in Sydney,
Sydney.
And the winner is Sydney, and the meet and greet package with that. Do they have any idea? Do you have any idea if they did last time, and if there were many involved, if there were just bigger names?" Just because it's a lot of money to spend. Yeah, no, yeah, it is a lot of money to fucking spend. Hey, just when you don't know who you're going to see. That's the problem I've always had with these meet and greets. Sorry for the trouble. Have a great day. No trouble at all. It's good to see people writing in and asking questions. So we looked it up. Yeah, it is a bit of fucking money to spend. The All Elite VIP package is $12.99. This is for the Sydney or uh,
Brisbane. Yeah.
Brisbane. Is this both of them? No.
Yeah, no, it is. The All Elite VIP is for both. They do
Yeah.
have another tier for Champions VIP, which is only for Sydney. But
Sydney.
then they've got a Challenger VIP for both, and the Premium Reserve and A Reserve. And then it goes all the way down to just the premium fan experience for both, meet and greet add-on, so you can have a regular seat and do the meet and greet as well for both. And yeah, last time I'm too cheap. I went and I bought cheap tickets, but I found out I got stung, and actually there were cheaper tickets if you bought them on the day. If you just want to go the cheap route, that's an option for sure. However, doing these VIP packages, it's well worth the money. I have a friend who did it. They got a chair. They got to meet some guys. So they say they've got exclusive merch, but in Brisbane last year, there was no merch when I got there like maybe 20 minutes to half an hour earlier than the show started, went and looked for some merch, and there was none. So
You weren't a sicko, Don. You weren't there early enough.
no, that's it. So if you want any kind of merch, you're best off getting the early entry packages so that you get an opportunity to get merch. As far as the meeting people, I'm fairly sure that it's not just your lower end, but it's a few top end talent that will be available. But with the 2-night thing, you got to worry that if someone might have hurt himself the night before, you never know with these things. So be prepared either way. And look, if you want the full premium experience, like I say, I've got a friend who went the whole hog, bought the ringside seats and got the VIP walkthrough and all that sort of stuff, and he had a great time. He thoroughly enjoyed it, said it was worth every cent.
Well, there you go. Someone who did it. Bit of secondhand information from the Don.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so that's
Shout out to Listy if he's ever going to watch this pod. He's the one who told me all about it and had a fat time. So
there you go. So this time around we've got the All Elite VIP $12.99, the Champions VIP at $9.99, which is Sydney only, but it does say $7.49 on the site. Fucking, I don't know if that's a misprint or what you're going to pay. I'm not putting in my credit card numbers. Challenger VIP package, Premium Reserve, $7.49. Challenger VIP package, $6.99. Premium Fan Experience, $4.99. And Meet and Greet add-on, $4.39. So I guess that's if you're just getting, like yourself, a seat up the back and then add on $439 and meet. I reckon. Do you reckon it's going to be any of those people in the picture?
no, I think you'll get I know Osprey's not there because he's
not coming.
No, because he's got even though his picture is on the All Elite VIP, but I think you'd probably meet your Moxley or Tony Storm or something like that. I think you get a fairly good experience. Yeah, you're paying a lot of fucking money. Again, I didn't do it, so I don't know.
Who did this guy meet? Who did your mate meet?
I can't remember, to be off the top of my head.
I want to say Darby Allin for some reason people were meeting last year, but I don't think that's correct, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's basically what the packages are for the Saturday, February 14th and Saturday, February 15th It says 2025 on the website, but I'm sure that means 2026 because, so Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. And didn't they fuck around with your Valentine's Day last year, Don?
They did. They love having it on Valentine's Day for some reason.
Yeah, well, Tony's a lover, not a fighter. So
Yep.
there you go. So Saturday night will be all right for fighting, except if it's on Valentine's Day, which it is. And
Yep.
then it'll be Saturday, February the 15th, 2025 on the website. I'm sure that's Sunday, February the 15th, 2026 on for the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, or maybe we're looking at last year's. Who knows? But I thought,
It's not last year's because last year they only did Brisbane.
on the posters, it says Saturday, 14th of February. Hey, and then so it must be Sunday, 15th of February. But it's all mixed up on the. I'm gonna screenshot that so I don't look fucking nuts. Hey.
So February next year is the 14th on the Saturday and 15th on the Sunday.
Yep. So look forward to that. I reckon that'll be good. I'll try and get down to that, I reckon.
I'm still undecided as to whether I'm going. We'll have to wait and see how the funds go.
Do you think there'll be a couple of side shows around the Sydney show, or do you reckon the side shows will be around the Brisbane show,
I
or
would.
both?
I believe that Sydney will do it the night before on the Saturday because they're open and free. And last year they did the Friday night show at in Brisbane. So
We'll probably see PWA do something Friday night in Sydney, and then you've got maybe the Saturday night in Brisbane for people if they want to put on a sideshow, or the Friday night.
yeah,
So that looks interesting. Well, Don, we'll get in.
more information as it comes.
Speaking of highlighting other things in Wrestling Australia, sorry to cut you off, Don,
That's
but
all
it's
right.
time
Cut
to
me
move
down.
on. It's time to
Yep.
move on. There was Adelaide Championship Wrestling Eminence on the weekend. We saw Dean Brady become the new champion. But we also saw after the match Down Under retiring, hanging up the boots from competitive wrestling.
I saw that. And while we all sort of take wrestling retirements in our stride because you never know with wrestling, guys might turn back up again. I saw the post and he said he was happy, he was content. It was a dream that he had that he didn't think would ever happen. And he's done so many things in wrestling that he just figured would never happen. So power to him. But I am disappointed because I always kind of was hoping I'd be able to catch a match with Down Under at some stage. But it looks like I left it too late and ran out of time. But if you ever want to come out of retirement for one match Down Under, I'll put my hand up. You know, I'd love to come across to Adelaide on your home ground and really really heal it up and have a great match with you, man. But if not, if you're legit about the retirement, then power to you, man. I hope you do well in the future with whatever you're getting up to. And
What an offer. Come out of retirement and I'll beat you all up and down your home field, hey.
hey, look, some people that's an enticing offer.
Yeah. Especially the week after you've just fucking takes
No, I
everyone.
didn't know. Well, that's the thing. It was sprung on me. I like I said, I actually had.
It was sprung on you, so you thought you'd cut a promo on the man, did you?
I'll cut a promo on the man.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. That's how you respect him, hey?
That's it. No, now props to you, Down Under. You say if this is the end for you. I hope it's been a fulfilling journey.
Yeah.
And you've done everything you wanted to do. And yeah.
Well, I tell you what, in the last 18 months, 2 years, he's really kick-started the Adelaide wrestling scene with Adelaide Championship Wrestling over there. So a lot of matches you probably wouldn't have seen happening in ACW over the last year. So go back and check that out on their YouTube channel. And of course, speaking of YouTube channels, on the weekend I caught PWA live. There was a bit of bad buffering and loading, so it wasn't the best watch, but you get that. And so I went back and watched it. Yeah, a couple of naps through it, but got through it. And yeah, an interesting night, which took me to, I saw a couple of replays of Slam of Dan Archer versus Robbie Eagles. So it'll be interesting to see when that comes out on YouTube, on the old Slam YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Which led me to Sunday, of course, which was Endgame.
Yes, been waiting. Yeah. I hope you took your notes like I told you to last week.
You know, I didn't take that fucking notes.
Handwritten, 10-page, double-spaced paragraphs review of the whole thing.
You are living in dreamland, my friend. Fucking hell. No,
well, let's give you the highlights.
Well, yeah, no, like one, I'll give you a rundown. We'll start off with, I think, a 15-man battle royal. And that was pretty cool to see. Your man, Mikey Broderick from Perth, formerly by way of Canberra.
Yep.
Won that.
Now in Melbourne.
Now in Melbourne, yeah, is now popping up in Melbourne, so he won that. Jesse Lambert had a bit of a good showing in there right to the end, so did Jahari. So that was good to see. Then what did we see? It was Illyri versus Fantasia. That was another good match, another good show from Fantasia. He is no longer Illyri's whipping boy. And I can say this because by the time this comes out, MCW is coming out Tuesday night. They've promised already on their social media. So, this will be out probably the Wednesday morning or late Tuesday night.
Good work.
Well after. Katie Lux versus Shay Cassidy. Always love a good Shay Cassidy intro. Then it was time for the Tag Team Championships ladder match. And, of course, we saw the dropouts come through the crowd. Get a big response from the crowd. Oh, doodling all the way. Don't get in the way of their doodling. Except if you're the Natural Classics. And they started giving them the dropouts started giving them a bit of like Tiger and fucking Phoenix.
Birdman,
Birdman revving them up, and they weren't appreciative of that pre-match.
No.
And then of course the Water Rapids came out, the current champions, Mitch Waterman and Ryan Rapid, and really good tables, ladders, chairs match. It was all in there, Oh my, indeed. And and the Rapids walked away still champions, and then it was time for the halftime break. And then we saw, what did we see straight after that? I think it was the MCW Intercommonwealth Championship, or was it the Clydesdale cover, whatever it was. Anyway, MCW Intercommonwealth Championship, that was a good match. It was interesting to see like Brooksy wrestle someone like on the same stature as him, like not saying like people in MCW aren't, but like on their way coming up, you got to get through Brooksy. And like he sort of like wrestles like a bit differently. It was like cool to see like a sort of different match, like him and Ricky South, like more like a power match of like two veterans.
No, that's not a bad thing what you're saying, but what you're essentially saying is quite often you'll see guys who are of a certain stature do a very similar match because that's their bread and butter.
Not a similar match. Just like
this one was like an elevation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like guys who are working with people who are sort of still up and coming and working, guys who are experienced will have a bread and butter match that they know will get over the fans. They know will get the guy over. They know they get their stuff over. A lot of guys have that. And then when what you're saying is this match, it was definitely like a step up. Like it was two guys on a similar level, putting on more of a show than they would on a
pretty much.
It's a bigger stakes match.
Bigger stakes match. So decent crowd there. So that was good. Brooksy was still Inter-Commonwealth Championship after. Inter-Commonwealth Championship holder after. And still.
Yep.
And then it was Jarvis versus Tommy Knight, and I was sitting right next to Jarvis for his intro again.
Oh, nice.
On the balcony. It's always good.
You're in the Java section.
In the Java section, yeah. And then I can't remember if it was just before or just after, but the water rapids came up with the belts, and everyone was
Cool.
getting a photo. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
VRP treatment.
The V5. But I wanted to watch Jarvis versus Knight because this was a good match, hard fought match. But Jarvis pulled the upset win.
Yep.
And so that was interesting to see.
Yeah,
So getting behind Jarvis and pushing him in MCW, which is good to see, you know.
Yep.
So bit of new blood. Then it was Clydesdale versus Carver, which was funny. So good to see. And I think did Clydesdale get the win? You'll have to watch the replay to find out. But I think I think Clydesdale got a sneaky win in there somehow. And they had the Carver section, which was a whole bunch of little kids holding up signs. And the lady behind me was like, "Oh, aren't they cute?" And then they came up to the top section, and she was like, "Yeah, fuck them up, Carver, fuck them up," like right in front of all the little Carver kids. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, fucking, that's funny."
That'll learn them.
That'll learn them. Yeah, like you teach the kids. But kids these days have had much worse.
Yeah.
From their parents, from their domestic violent parents. Anyway,
and then the main event.
The main event was really cool. People going everywhere. Like just initially, it started off and Slex and Hayter headed out of the ring on an entrance ramp. The entrance ramp was looked like half a meter wide.
Yeah.
And they're working on that. Yeah. So that was like a hardcore sort of taking moves on that wood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then back in Dusk and Thorpe, so that was pretty cool. And then just a bit of intermingling between everyone.
Yep.
And Robbie Thorpe came out on top as the MCW champion, just as you predicted.
That's what I told you. A prophet. I'm no longer the Don, I'm the prophet, Michael Morleone.
All right, look out.
I spotted it with Lena and I called it for Endgame. Mate, just ask me and I'll tell you the future. That's just what it is.
Oh man, I smell a new shirt coming on. Hey.
yeah, the prophet.
Yeah, I smell new merch from the Dawn.
It's an AI picture of me over a crystal ball.
Oh, you should do it more like Grim Reaper, hey, Slim Reaper.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. But yeah, so all in all, quick wrap of it all.
Good night. Another good experience. Paying the mega bucks to go see MCW, but well worth it.
Same
as
sort
I
of
say.
crowd size, you think they busted their capacity?
Bro, there's 8 people up there at most. Mr. Juicy was up there chilling out, so shook Mr. Juicy's hand. How you doing?
But he didn't pay VIP prices.
Oh, who knows? Probably not. Hey, why would Mr. Juicy
VIP
pay?
package.
It'd be like you paying to go see EPW. Hey.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, and a good night, and saw a few people, and they were like, "Oh, you like your section," and I'm like, "Yeah, can't go back." Still can't go back. Even though some of the people in the front row, they were like, "Look at the good people up there," and we were like, "Yeah, look at the people up here. Look at the people up here." So that was funny. Some of the ladies sitting up there. With in the section were like, "Those people are pointing at us." And it was point back, fucking who cares, hey? So that was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, what else did we see during the week? We saw Lena Kross get signed to AEW. It happened the day after we recorded. The day after, the Dom was like, next year someone's going to sign that young lady. Yeah. And the very next day, she was like, "Yeah, I was on the phone to Tony last night, dickheads." So good stuff. Lena Kross has been signed by AEW, so that's great to see.
She's just got to work there for a year, and she's set up for life. Just put up with the crazy booking, have some good matches, intermingle, meet some people.
I reckon she should punch someone backstage and then just come and sit back on the couch for a year. Hey, isn't that how it works in AEW? When you punch someone backstage and then goes chill out for a year?
Yeah. Oh no, and then you get signed to the Fed, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you get signed to the Fed, hey, because your reputation precedes itself.
That's it. That's it. Oh, good shit.
Well, Don, speaking of big shows happening, and we're going to put another list out at some point. At some point, we're just figuring out a fairer way to do it if we can. It might be from 30 days from their big show backwards, and then correlating all that fucking information and see who comes out on top this year. Because a few people last year were like, "Hey man, take that down." Remember that? And
yes,
then,
I do.
And then a couple of other people were like, "Hey, this isn't correct." And then a few people got it. It was just a bit of a fucking fun laugh, and I was just ripping the stats off Social Blade.
Yep.
So
and then some people were just like, "Well, look, that's just the stats. Like,
that's
it's
just
not
the stats. That's how it is. If you wanna pay for some more subcontinent subs.
Yeah, our list, you don't have to pay to be on it or nominate to be on it, and then it's just if it's what's the stats are, that's the stats.
Oh, burn those bridges, Don. Burn those bridges. I love it.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, if someone's got a list out there that you have to pay to be on or nominate yourself to be on, that's fine. That's okay. This list is just whatever stats we can find on the internet.
Nominating yourself like ejaculating all over the screen at this point.
What the?
Dad? Randy!
Oh.
Well, look, I would if I had known that's all it took. I'd have been doing it for years.
What?
I've been telling my friends, "Hey, go vote for me."
All over the screen.
Yeah, all day.
All day. Different imports at your local uni or library resource. We've gone through that before, haven't we, Don? Good times.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, we have. Speaking of going through good times, you wanted to talk about your upcoming show, Reawakening.
Yes.
In full, in length. Don't fuck around.
No, there's a lot happening. It's like the end of a big year, a lot of changes in EPW, things happening, injuries, retirements, just disappearances and reappearances, and it's just all kinds of things that happen at EPW. It changes the landscape. The landscape is the youth right now.
Youth! Listen up, Grandpa!
I'm trying to find that fountain of youth, that rejuvenation special thing to get me back into the main focus, because my age is creeping up and these young kids are actually good at wrestling. They're not just rocking up and going, "I can do this," and shitting the bed. They're actually performing and pulling out some amazing matches. And it's great because they're putting in the effort. They're not just resting on their laurels and going, "Oh, I'm here, so I deserve this. I helped set this up, so I deserve this." No, they're actually putting on quality wrestling. And it's all culminating at the end of this year with just some honestly fantasious. I just saw Fantasia because he's got a match. Fantastic, or even fantasious matches, and they're great too. But I'm going to go through a little bit of what's happening at Reawakening. If you don't have your ticket, go get it, because otherwise you're going to miss out, because it's just going to be it's this weekend. It's going to be an amazing show. Our pre-show is also so good with Simply the Best.
Well, don't just fucking waffle on and tell us the matches.
Oh, yeah. Simply the Best versus Dan Moore and Jesse Lambert. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about with Simply the Best, they're two in amazing shape young guys who are in the very start of their learning of wrestling. They're getting a shot.
Don't fuck around. You're talking about Dagger and the Ox.
Dagger and Ox. And if you've seen them, you know who I'm talking about. If you haven't seen them, go look them up. They actually put out a really cool promo on a boat, which you should go and see as well.
Dagger Ox.
That's it. Versus Dan Moore and Jesse Lambert. Then you've got.
I saw Jesse on the weekend. He was seen in PWA and MCW on the weekend. So another big weekend for Jesse Lambert.
Jesse Lambert's well known across the country, and that's how stacked the show is. He's on the pre-show with Dan Moore against Simply the Best. Anyway, next match, you've got the tag team gauntlet for the #1 contenders to Purveyors of Work Rate's EPW Tag Team Championship, and you've got teams like the Pulse ATO, who are known around the world, DNT, who are known everywhere, with the greatest tag team ever created.
All around
And
the suburbs.
they're known everywhere. Don't you mark my words. Worldwide recognition. House of Free against the House of Free Spirits, the team of Faisal and Great George, two guys who put on a crazy showing this last weekend. They're going to do it this weekend coming. You've also got the Coastal Championship, Rogan Kargas versus Dustin Connors, the TMDK young boy, Dustin Connors, and the Kargas. He's got a moniker, but I don't know what it is. He's just got the cool long hair, and he's the Coastal Champion, so he's pretty fucking good. Had a beef for the whole year with
well, this is a beef like, shall we equate it to, if for those that don't know and need to visualize something, this is like the Sami Zayn, Kevin Steen beef that goes on for years and years and years and years and years. Or maybe the Randy Orton and John Cena of EPW as they go on for years and years and years and years.
Constant battles.
Battle.
Yeah, so this is coming to a head in a Coastal Championship match.
No, I'm actually looking forward to that one because, I think the last time they versed was on a house show of your doing, of your ill work, and and it'd be good to see what they pull out versus each other for a belt at Reawakening.
As I say, at a massive show for a championship, these two guys have all the potential, all the skill. What they put out on this night will be a foretelling of their future. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be fantastic. Then we've got invitational finals, who will, I'm 99% sure, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure once these matches happen, the two winners will face each other to find the invitational tournament.
On the night?
On the night, you've got Fantasia versus Slater and Broderick versus Blackwell. Four guys who there's two feuds, deep-heated feuds between them. Fantasia and Broderick were once a tag team, and Broderick was like, "Fuck off, kid. I'm too good for this shit." And Fantasia's like, "What?" And then they separated and had a big fight, big brawl, big storyline. And then now they may face each other in the final. We don't know yet. We're going to find out. But then on the other side, it is Damian Slater and Solomon Blackwell. Last year at Reawakening, they faced off against each other, and Blackwell was victorious. And Slater is still mad about it and wants to get his revenge. So we will see which.
Slater and Broderick have beef?
Slater and Blackwell. Oh, no. Slater and Broderick are homies. They're all TMDK.
So it could end up Slater versus Broderick or Fantasia versus Blackwell. Is there any beef there? Fantasia versus Blackwell?
Fantasia and Blackwell fought side by side at This Is Our House against TMDK. So there's definitely that will be a respectful match, I think, if it gets there. And then Slater and Broderick, they're homies, but we'll see if they face off against each other. We'll see how tight that group is in TMDK. And then obviously all those matches, barn burners, just next level. And then for the main event, you have a steel cage match, James Hartness versus Marcus Pitt. And these guys, there is no love lost there. James Hartness won for the first time the EPW heavyweight championship. And Marcus Pitt wasn't having a bar of it because he was the former champ and proceeded to beat the tar out of him. And now Hartness is mad and wants to fight Pitt, but locked inside a cage so he can't escape. And Pitt's like, "Bro, I've done cage matches. I've done title matches."
I was just about to say, Pitt's going to be hard to beat in a cage for Hartness. So that's funny that he's asked for that match. Well, did he ask for it, or did Marcus Pitt ask for it?
He asked for it.
Well,
he didn't ask for it. He demanded it.
He. Hartness demanded a cage match, right?
Yes. Well, I don't know if you've seen Hartness. He's has a penchant for the more hardcore fights.
I guess so. But has he not? Is he? I also know him as a bit of an EPW historian at times, and so he would have known Marcus Pitt's history with the cage.
This is true. He does know his history with the cage, but I think Hartness is just that mad. He's gonna utilize the cage to its maximum potential.
Beat him at his own game at Reawakening. And tickets selling fast for that, Don? What's going on there?
Flying out the door. The VIP sections are all sold out.
Really?
Yeah, your regular. I think it's your regular tickets only at this point. So get onto it. If you're lucky, there might be a few silver seats left, but I'm fairly sure your front row gold packages and your VIP sections are sold out.
God.
That's it. Gone, but not forgotten.
Just
you gotta
lose,
get
you
in there and
lose. So go get your GAs to RA and get down and see DNT. I've run out of acronyms. Fuck that shit. So, Don, how about you give us the wrap and get us the fuck out of here, please?
All right, so the wrap, I kind of gave everyone the wrap last week for the rest of the year. So at this point, I'm just rehashing what we said, but that's okay. No, this is a reminder. If I told you once, now I'm going to tell you twice. Anyway, this is the wrap around the country for the end of the year. If you're in the ACT, Slam Pro Wrestling League has Academy Showcase 11 on December 13th.
Final slam for the year.
Final slam for the year. No more slam.
No more slam after this.
New South Wales have Wrestling Go Double the Beatings on December the 13th.
That'll be one where Erica Reed shows up, and yeah, it should be a good match. Should be an interesting event and keep an eye on.
Yep, and Suplex Pro Wrestling Season 3, Chapter 10 is on Saturday, December 13th as well. In the Northern Territory, Top End Wrestling have Saturday night fights on December the 20th. Queensland, IPW Australia has the Santa Rumble on December 13th. South Australia, RCW, How the Grim Stole Christmas on December 14th.
There's a bit of chatter about this one, hey, on RCW about how the Grim Stole Christmas. A few people looking forward to it. So if you're around, get down to that.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's fun. I saw a photo of Grim in a Santa suit, not a Santa suit. Santa suit. Yeah.
Grinch suit. Yeah, going haywire.
That's it. And then Pro Wrestling South Australia has Hardcore Mania 12 on December the 20th. Tasmanian Championship Wrestling has Decimation on December the 13th.
I think that's the big one down there. It looks like a big one from the poster. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be like, because...
you just gotta go what you see. We don't live in Tasmania.
I'm going by the promotion, and it looks like more promotion into this one.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Hopefully, it's a huge night for those guys.
Yeah.
In Victoria, Wrestle Rock have a very Wrestle Rock Christmas on December 12th. Victorian Pro Wrestling, Fear No Evil, Saturday, December 13th. And Alpha Pro Wrestling has Thursday Night Fights, Energy, and Sunbury Smackdown on Thursday, December 18th and Saturday, December 20th. In WA, big show. Reawakening. This is the big one. This is the 24th anniversary of Reawakening.
It's Willerton.
I told you all about it. It's at Willerton, and it's going to be huge. New Horizon Pro Wrestling have the Snack Festival on Wednesday, December 31st. So if you want to get the last opportunity for some wrestling on the 31st of December, the last day of the year, New Horizon Pro Wrestling is at the Snack Festival. So get down and check it out.
If you're lucky, you might be able to smooch a wrestler into the new year.
Don't. But don't.
Don't. Yeah, you get diseases.
No, you're smacked in the face. Like there's rules with this, appropriate touching and stuff. We've gone through this. It's me tooing. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Getting a smack like a kiss. I thought you said a smooch. You smooching a wrestler? You smooching a wrestler? That shit ain't right. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe. Get the notifications so you can catch us every time we present the Australian Indie Wrestling Podcast. Thanks for listening. Big thanks to everyone who has subscribed recently. We're rocking our way up to 100 subscribers, and we hope everyone enjoys every minute of it. If you're down at Reawakening, there is some brand new D&T merch. Come down and catch some. Put some money in my pocket. Check out some local wrestling. If you like a wrestling show, make sure you go down and support it. Tell your friends, get everyone around it. That money goes into funding their future projects. If you like a particular wrestler, like you like me, please come to the merch desk, grab yourself some merch. That goes not just into my pocket, but D&T's pocket, so we can do more stuff and get better gear. Definitely get around it. If you like a specific wrestler, buy their merch. That's the best way to support their wrestling dream. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.